Hello? Congregation, hello? I'm going to ask the congregation to open our books. Let's turn to the book of Galatians, chapter 5, verse 3. It's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. I ain't got no and no, ain't got me. Glory, hallelujah. Glory, hallelujah. I know what you're thinking. Yes, I did have to watch how to tie a tie tutorial on YouTube before I started filming, and I want you to see that I'm wearing a tie because you know what? It took me a couple tries to get this down. Okay? So Glorilla released her album, her debut album, Glorious, and it was indeed glorious. We are going to go through this album track by track, brick by brick. Because you know what they say, you give a man an album review, he listens for a day. You teach a man to do an album review, he's a YouTuber for life. And so that is what we are gathered here to do today. Congregation. Before the album even came out, let's talk about our expectations. What did we think we were getting? The lead singles for this album were Hollon, TGIF. So I was feeling pretty good about the songs. I was a little concerned because Everything, which was the mixtape she released earlier this year, I hated that album cover. I hated that album cover down. The fashion doesn't make sense. What is this pose? It's not giving big glow. It's giving turn on the dimmers. It's giving we need to change the light bulb. I hated it so bad. So when she released the album cover, I was like, this is it. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Everybody was comparing it to Music of the Sun by Rihanna, but it reminded me of that Beyonce album cover. It was giving me Crazy in Love, the single cover from Beyonce. Another thing I noticed when she released the track list, it was a lot of features, and I was like, why do I feel like every other song is a feature? Interesting. Which turned out to be a good thing once I heard the album. So let's just get into the tracks. The intro to the rap album is essential. It needs to introduce the main idea. What are we talking about? Intros to female rap albums, they tend to be very like autobiographical, like they're really going into details about like their come up. They're talking about something that happened in their past. I'm thinking of like the intro to Pink Friday 2, which was like Nicki talking about her father and her son. I'm thinking about Get Up 10 by Cardi B. Cardi was talking about like that she got knocked down 10 times, but she got up 10. So I feel like intro hit the nail on the head. It was very personal. There was one lyric in there. Glow said, "Police pulled me over, caught me slipping, but I'm sober now." And the overall message of the song is we all make mistakes, but we learn from them and we just keep going. I like it. I feel like it sets the tone for the album. There's other songs in here that evoke that same message. If I could describe this song as a meme or a viral video clip, I would pick Tyra Banks, that clip from America's Next Top Model.
Learn something from this. You go to bed at night, you later, you take responsibility for yourself. I'm not a victim, I grow from it and I learn.
This album is giving me big sister, trying to teach you how to navigate through some aspects of life. But while you're getting those life lessons, you're going to be pop locking and dropping. I will say with intro, I skip intro. It's one of those songs where it's like, if I'm playing the whole album and I'm not paying attention and intro comes on, sometimes I'll just leave it. But sometimes I'm like, I just want to get to Hold On. So let's just go ahead and skip. Hold On being the second track on the album. I don't think it quite has that replayability like some other album intros, but I do like that it's here. I think it's necessary. I think it makes sense. I just don't know if the replayability is as high as other songs on the project. All right, the next song, Hold On. This song makes me want to fight, which is a problem because I can't fight. I'm that person who, if you say something insulting to me, I won't think of a comeback until like I'm driving home from the situation, and by then it's too late. So this song it's really making me get in my delusional bag, and I appreciated every moment. So when Glow initially posted a clip of this song, she was using the R word. The R word that rhymes with Bernard. That R word. So fans responded expressing disappointment in her use of the word. By the time the song officially came out, Glow had modified the lyrics so that that word is no longer in there. And I breathed a sigh of relief. You know when a famous person you support is this close to alienating a chunk of their fan base and their toe is about to step over that line and you're just like, please don't do it. This was one of those moments. And then at the last minute, they swerve and they avoid the situation and the controversy altogether. Thank God. Speaking of God, won't he do it? Because I was scared. What did I say before? The theme of the album is we all make mistakes, but we learn from it and we move forward. She made a mistake, she was corrected, and she stepped it back. Thank you. Anyways, other than that, the song is a bop. The song is a hit. I don't know if she wants to do remixes. I feel like she could. Even though I'm like, how can the song get any better? The next song we're going to talk about is Procedure featuring Latto. First of all, I love a good collab song where it sounds like the two people were in the studio at the same time. They're going back and forth. It's not just like you got sent the song and then the featured artist wrote their verse and y'all just inserted it into the song. I mean, I like those too. That's like most features. But when they're going back and forth, it's just, you know, the chemistry, the science of it all. Okay, this is one lyric. Hold on. Glorilla said, only time a man got power over me, he paying the light bill. I thought the beat was a good match for Latto's voice and tone. I think all the features, the people who were asked to be on the songs, it made sense. It doesn't mean I loved all the features equally. And I thought Latto definitely elevated the song, but not to a point where it was like, oh, this should have been Latto's song. Because you know when they an artist asks another artist to be on their song and the featured artist like is quality of their verses up here and the original person's song, the quality of their verses down here. No. This felt like a group project where everybody turned in their stuff on time. Everybody did what they said they was gonna do. Everybody distributed the work equally. TGIF. Do we even need to talk about this song? I love this song down. This was like, if we're thinking about songs of the summer in the rap category, this is it. This is there. Child, it's late October and it feels like it's summer outside still. So thanks to global warming, I think this can still be the song of the summer. Whatever, the polar ice caps are melting, but it's 95 degrees for real. When that clip of Rihanna singing along to the song came out, I said, yes, absolutely. Let's get that remix together. RIHMIX, that remix together, which didn't happen. That's okay, because you know why? Because Glow is intentional with who she asked to be on the album, and so one day the people will get the Glory, GLORIH. Yo, I just came up with that. Wow. I thought the song was great. I feel like it gets you hyped up. And you know, another thing I appreciate is it has lyrics, or it has the lyric, it's 7 p.m. Friday, it's 95 degrees. You can use that in your Instagram captions, your TikTok captions. I'm gonna put it in the caption of this YouTube video. Psh, you can't stop me. Glorilla said I can do anything. Stop playing. Hey, stop playing with that girl. You know what I mean? Next song, What You Know About Me featuring Sexy Red. So What You Know About Me samples Wipe Me Down, the iconic song, the required song to play at all events where our peoples are, I don't know who you are. I don't know your race. My peoples are attending. I think right now we're in an era where people are getting a little tired of samples because it feels sometimes the samples can be lazy. But this one was good. The one lyric from the song I will call out, you will never catch me slipping. I ain't no effing Cinderella. A little JT shade? A little JT shade? Now, let's talk about the Sexy Red feature. I don't think Sexy Red made the song any better. I think she was okay. Okay, so that opinion I just gave, I'm gonna go ahead and walk that back a little bit. Okay, I'm gonna put my thing down, flip it, and reverse it. It's your own, yeah, come on. So I like Sexy Red's part of the song. I didn't want to say that, but having listened to the song several times at this point, she grew on me like a fungus, like a MAGA hat wearing fungus. As soon as her part of the song comes on, I'm immediately SEXYYRED, play with me, I put a pole in your teeth. Like, I'm like, I don't know the rest of her verse, but that first line, I'm reciting. As a new subscriber, because I know you just subscribed and you just liked the video and you just left a comment, obviously, because why would you not? As a new subscriber, I just want you to understand one thing about me is I'm gonna change my mind every 2 to 5 business days. Girl, I didn't ask for your opinion. Yeah. Wait, does it do thumbs down? No. It does thumbs down. Great. 10% of me editing is just me questioning if the things I said are things I still believe. This is what it's like to be a Gemini. Now, Boosie being in the music video, I know he was on the original song, but you know, seeing him just reminded me recently about how his daughter was speaking out against him, and I don't know, homophobia just brings the vibe down. So yeah, I didn't enjoy seeing him in the video, but you know. Now, the next song on the album is called Stop Playing. The song order on this album, excellent, because this song is where we start to slow things down in the album before things get to picking back up again later on in the last third of the project. Okay, Stop Playing. It's like we're leaving the club and we're having a heart-to-heart with the girls on the Uber back home. You know what I'm saying? Somebody got a little drunk. She's in her feelings. And now her friends need to lift her spirits back up. That's kind of what it's giving. A little bit, but not really. Stop Playing is I would say one of the more motivational songs on the album. Instead of watching a YouTube video of morning affirmations, just go ahead and play this one over and over again. Which is, I think, another one of the reasons why this album is resonating for so many people is because it's so motivational. It's so uplifting. And when we're tying that in to the fact that her name is Gloria Hallelujah Woods and the album is titled Glorious, and there's some gospel on this album, it all just ties together perfectly. I love it. So I really like Stop Playing. However, you know a song I like even more? Don't Deserve featuring Money Long. It's at this point in the middle of the album that I come to a realization. I have not heard Glow sing once on this project. Not a harmony, nothing. She's using the featured artist to do the singing when needed, and I must say, I appreciate that. A lot of the mainstream rap girls, now some of them can sing for real, okay? Like Doja Cat, but there's some rap girls who, like, some of their songs they will sing on, and sometimes it sounds good, and sometimes I wish you picked up that phone and called one of the R&B or pop girlies to come do the chorus for you. So I kind of appreciated that Glow was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do it. Although I did watch an interview and she said that she used to sing chorus and then she picked up smoking, and smoking like messed her voice up, so now she don't sing no more. I don't know if that's just her being like really self-critical and she can sing for real, but I appreciate that she knew her limits and she said, you know what, let me get other people who can really blow the roof off the car of our Nissan Altimas, okay, our Honda Civics, our Toyota Corollas. Right? Not trying to make any assumptions about your socioeconomic status. Those are reliable cars, regardless of your income. Because Money Long, that chorus, I sing it every time. I can't really think of another song that's come out in the 2020s, at least, by a rapper with the same message. No. Struggling. Maybe not. I don't want to say the 2010s too, because you know what? The pandemic, everything's a blur. What is time? I'm confused. So we're not even gonna go that far. But at least in the 2020s. This song is one of a kind, darling. One of a kind. And then it's so relatable because we've all been there. We've all had a friend. Come on now. We've all had a friend that dated somebody who we was like, okay, friend. You know? And I was like, oh, okay. I mean, if you like him, I guess I love him. Rain Down on Me, featuring Kirk Franklin, Maverick City Music, Kira Sheard, and Chandler Moore. With a name like Gloria Hallelujah, she had to take it to church one time for the one time, at least. And she delivered a sermon at that pulpit. Yes, she did. Even if you don't like gospel music or you don't really listen to gospel music, that's the category I'm in. Objectively, we can all appreciate that this song is here. We can all appreciate the placement of the song on the album, how it ties into the overall message, how it ties into her brand and her image. I just think it makes sense. It makes the album more layered. Again, the vocalists on this song were serving. The meal they served could keep you full through Sunday school, through church, through well, everything, all day. Okay, Glow's Prayer. Now, I thought this song was interesting because it seemed like it was trying to remind us of Sierra's Prayer, which was a song on Summer Walker's 2021 album, Still Over It. Now, the song Sierra's Prayer was about Sierra calling in her future husband, but Glow kind of like goes the opposite direction, and she's basically saying, Lord, keep these men away from me. Keep me away from these men. I'm tired of men. I'm tired of love. Again, this is one of those songs that I love that it's here. It is a perfect transition between us going to church and then us talking that talk that we cannot talk inside church, or we'll probably get hit by lightning. Let's keep it real. However, I feel like this is one of those songs that right now I will skip because I just want to get to the next couple tracks because I love the next couple tracks. But again, great song. And I also feel like these songs also let us know who Glorilla is. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't really watch her interviews and you're just stumbling in here because you liked TGIF or you liked Hollon, I feel like this album gives you a good idea of her personality. It's just all tying together. This is me tying something together. I don't know. Moving on to How I Look featuring Megan Thee Stallion. This song is big. We're definitely getting a music video. Like, stop playing with me. We are definitely gonna get a music video. Megan was, again, the choice of who we picked to be on each song. Her tone fits the beat. It fits the theme. It fits the idea of the song. And at this point, I feel like they could do a whole collab album if they wanted to. Now, I was watching an interview Glow did with Charlemagne, and Charlemagne was like, oh, I heard a rumor that you and Sexy Red were gonna do a collab album. And Glow was like, oh, where'd you hear that? And then she was like, well, you know, maybe, I don't know, maybe one day. And I was like, no offense to Sexy Red, a sexy MAGA Red, okay? No offense to her, but why are we doing a collab album with her? This is benefiting Sexy Red more than it's benefiting Glow for them to do a collab album. Why? Why? I get that Megan, she's in the middle of her rollout for her next album. Oh my God. I feel like Glow and Meg, the chemistry has been demonstrated time and time again. I have not heard one bad song from them. So what are we doing? Like, let's stop playing games. I just think they each have strengths that together they are like Super Saiyan. What are we doing working with Sexy Red? Like, what can Sexy Red do that you can't do better? Glow. Not to pit the girls against each other, but I'm gonna do it. But also, do we want to do a collab album after we've only released one album? Or do we want to establish ourselves more solo before we do a collab album? Things to think about. Things to think about. I ain't going. This is the Kill Bill of the album. The spirit of SZA. The spirit of Solana Rowe came over Glow when she was writing the song in the studio. I just know it. Glow said, all right, in the book of Glowlations, chapter 5, verse 3, this Glock 23 make him sing, don't think that I'm just rapping. Tap it, it shoot rap it, make him dance like Michael Jackson. She is too funny. Like, what? There's a couple songs on this album that touch on domestic violence. This song, Don't Deserve. So I think that's interesting. Glow actually did talk about how she has experienced and seen other people experience DV. So I was like, okay. See what I'm like? This is tying into like her lore, her origin story. Where I'm trying to zoom through these now because I've been talking for 45 minutes. The next song is Step featuring Boss Man D-Lo. I really like this song. I'm not clued into the TikTok dance trends, but I feel like this song could easily have a dance to it. Now, Boss Man D-Lo, no, you could ask me to name one of his songs for $1 million and I guess I'll just be broke because I don't know this man. However, which is nothing against him, I'm just ignorant. If you're a male rapper and you didn't become famous in the 2010s or earlier, I pretty much don't know you. I've never heard of you. So, you know, just based on this song, he seemed like a good fit and I think he sounds good on the song. I'm trying to zoom through these last couple songs because I've been talking for almost an hour. But when you're watching this in the edit, it's probably gonna be like 12 minutes. So can't wait to edit this later. I just want to highlight Glow's beat selection. Like, the beats that are being chosen for these songs are really hitting. There's no song where I'm like, why is this here so far? Like, I've listened to plenty of albums where I'm like, I like these 10 songs, but then these 2 songs, you could have kept that, sister. I have not felt that way about one single song on this album. Even the songs where I'm like, personally, am I gonna be listening to this a lot a year from now? I don't know, but I get why it's here. Moving on to Let Her Cook. I think it's smart when people incorporate sometimes slang of the times into their lyrics. Okay, the only time it's an issue is like 20 years from now. Are we gonna remember what Let Her Cook meant? Or is it only gonna be the Gen Zers and the millennials who recall what Let Her Cook means? I don't know. In any case, I think it's a good way to get people to use the lyrics of your song or the song itself on social media, put it in the captions, blah, blah, blah. This song is like a Swiss Army knife. It can do it all. You want to fight? Play Let Her Cook. You want to feel more confident? Play Let Her Cook. You're about to go do some homework? Play Let Her Cook. You're actually in the kitchen looking through the cupboards to figure out what you're gonna cook because you're trying not to order Uber Eats? Play Let Her Cook. Another song full of affirmations. I Love Her featuring T-Pain. I'm not a DJ, but I feel like I Love Her could be the subject of a couple mashups. Also really like this song. I love the chorus. I love T-Pain's singing voice on here. You know, I'm a millennial. I remember dancing to some T-Pain songs at the middle school dance, at the 8th grade dance. Okay, so I like to hear it. I don't really have much to say about this song other than I like it. Queen of Memphis featuring Friday. Now, this song's a skip for me. I'm so sorry. Just kind of like intro. This song, yeah, let me listen. I'm trying to even remember how it goes. I don't even think it's a bad song. It's just not a song I gravitate towards. I'm like, after I Love Her, I'm like, okay, let's skip Queen of Memphis. Let's skip intro and let's play Hold On. And let's just run that back. I feel like rap albums are structured in such a way that the first song and the last song on the album, sometimes it's a 50-50 chance. I noticed with me, it's a 50-50 chance if the song has a high replay value, because usually they're trying to do something very specific with the first and the last song. The first and last song tend to be very personal, very like trying to be deep, but like in a genuine way, of course. And I can appreciate them on this album. I can appreciate Queen of Memphis in the context of telling a complete story and rounding it out after we went through that journey, that glorious journey. But for me, she's cute, but I'm good. But I thought Friday did a good job. It was a good feature. There you have it. That's my track by track breakdown. By the time the album ended, I was ready to put my cap and gown on so I could graduate from the University of Glowversity. I would say, what are my favorite songs? My favorite songs are, I'm gonna tell you right now, in no particular order. I feel like I'm gonna name like half the album. Hold on. I really do like Hold On, TGIF, Don't Deserve, How I Look, I Ain't Going Step, Let Her Cook. Is that half the album? Maybe. And I Love Her. I named most of the album, didn't I? Yes, I did. The songs I don't like, I mean, you already heard. I said my least favorite are Intro and Queen of Memphis, even though I get why they're here. I like that they're here. The replay value for me is lower. But yeah, overall, I'm happy with this project. I'm proud of Glow. I would say next steps for Glow, maybe her music videos could be better. I feel like her music videos could be more memorable. I feel like if she gets a really good creative director to help her out with that, we're Gucci. The visuals are cute. They're not bad, but they could be better. They could be better. Other than that, I thought this was a really good album. I'm looking forward to whatever she does next. Ooh, you think she's gonna do a deluxe? Woo! I see the growth. I think this is better than Everything. To be honest, I didn't even finish listening to that mixtape. Not because I thought it was bad. I just think I wasn't in the mood at the time. And so I got a certain ways through and then I stopped. But this album, I worked my way through like that. I feel like the promo has been good. But yeah, I think this has been a fantastic year for female rap, honestly. There's no female rapper I pay attention to who drops something that I dislike their album. Some albums I like more than others. Some songs on those albums, maybe they could have kept. But overall, I'm pleased. Who's dropping in 2025? We gotta keep the momentum going. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with yourself. and listen to Stop Playing by Glorilla. Should I do this with other albums? Track by track breakdowns? Let me know what you think about this album. Let me know what you think about this video. And I'll catch you when I catch you. I don't like making promises that I may not keep. Okay, bye-bye now. I was like, should I dress like Glorilla for this album review? I don't know. My girl be wearing bikini tops and all that stuff. And I was like, girl... I was like, that's a little much for me. So I was like, let me give the pastor asking me to read a verse during church service today. That's what I was trying to give. Maybe I should have did like dress like the album cover, but like, what is that? Some hoops? This makeup look and some hoops? You know what I mean? I tried.